How about some pop news?
Oh, yeah.
You guys ready? There's a lot going on. We're going to begin with our friend Jennifer Aniston, our favorite friend, if you will. And she's revealing new details about her hit series, The Morning Show. Aniston just talked to People magazine about the upcoming 4th season, and it sounds like it's going to be a doozy, guys. Jen says, get ready for a complicated, emotional ride, adding, quote, let's just say, it's not Friends. She also says, in addition to starring in the show, she and co-producer Reese Witherspoon are extremely involved in every single aspect of the production. The 10-episode 4th season of The Morning Show premieres Wednesday, September 17th on Apple TV+. I can't wait.
It's
It's great TV. Yep. Hey, in music news this morning, let's call it the Champagne Supernova of reunions. It officially kicked off. Oasis, their comeback tour over the weekend. Liam and Noel Gallagher on stage for the first time in 16 years, performing their hits like this one at the sold-out show in Cardiff, Wales. They played crowd favorites, including Supersonic and, of course, Wonderwall. The BBC gave this review saying it is the best Oasis has been since the 90s, and the New York Times called their show a pure triumph.
Wow.
Oasis heads to their other UK venues for the rest of the summer, and then their first stop here in the U.S. is August 28th, and that's in Chicago. Want tickets? Just learned. Good luck. But it sounds like it was just
Made me
a
a little
phenomenal
wistful
show.
for
Yep.
those days.
Absolutely, yes, right? Also, Oasis not the only band reuniting over the weekend. For the first time in decades, heavy metal band Black Sabbath took to the stage together to honor Ozzy Osbourne's final show. The one-night-only benefit concert called Back to the Beginning took place in the band's hometown of Birmingham, in England, where Black Sabbath first came together nearly 60 years ago. Yep, the crowd cheered on tribute performances from Metallica, Jack Black, Aerosmith's Steven Tyler, Guns N' Roses, and Ozzy Osbourne himself took to the stage for an emotional performance of some of his biggest hits. Ozzy, who has been dealing with health issues, including a Parkinson's diagnosis, telling his fans, I've been laid up for 6 years. You have no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. All proceeds from the event went directly to charities close to Osbourne's heart, including Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital, and Acorn Children's Hospice. Big moment. Yeah.
Big moment, great causes.
Absolutely. Guys, finally, in pop news this morning, for the first time in more than 100 years, Parisians are allowed to swim in France's most famous river. Wee wee! You may remember the $1.5 billion cleanup of the Seine for last year's Olympics so that athletes could compete in the triathlon and marathon events, with Olympic organizers promising that 1 year later the water would be open to anyone visiting the city. Well, over the weekend, they delivered on that promise. With 3 new swimming sites, there they are, opening throughout the city over the weekend. The Paris mayor says the water is tested daily at the sites. One close to Notre Dame Cathedral, one near the Eiffel Tower, and a third in eastern Paris. In fact, they were actually closed this morning due to rain over the weekend, so they're taking it quite seriously. But this is a big moment for the Seine. That cleanup project has been years in the making.
I'd go right after they tested it.
Yeah.
Maybe not, right after.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Lara.
funny.